Alright, I'm back with another Destiny 2 video, and today I couldn't let this pass without any sort of comment at all, but it probably couldn't have been its own article either, so I wanted to just make a short video about this here. I had heard about this earlier, but I didn't want to talk about it until I actually got my hands on it. I finally beat the, what's it called? The Vox Obscura quest. I had put that off for a while because I was under-leveled and I was getting shredded by tanks and things. So then I went in with my friends last night and we beat it pretty easily. A lot easier to run it with 3 people who are now over 1550. So it's a pretty fun quest. It's not exactly like, you know, Presage or something. Maybe it'll be harder with the master version. I imagine you could solo it like pretty easily if you can avoid just the tank part is kind of the tricky part because you're attracting so much fire. But it's good. And then you have the Scion punching mechanic. I'm not sure about... I feel like the person you're fighting, that Scion, is the one from Season of the Almighty, which is like those Scion who got away. I'm pretty sure there's probably like some actual detailed explanation there, but it's like evil Scions that has all the psionic abilities from that season. I think it's them. So I don't know. Maybe we finally put an end to that saga, but I'm not sure. Anyway, the result is getting the Dead Messenger exotic grenade launcher, which is this thing. It will have a catalyst once Master Mode of Vox Obscura comes out. We do not know when that is because that does not have a date. This is the ornament for it, which changes exactly one part of it, the barrel. Not the best ornament I think I've ever seen, but you know, whatever. Is this the invective symbol? I feel like I recognize this symbol. I'm pretty sure it's invective. So this is like Hardlight or Borealis, where you can switch between 3 different elements. Obviously, that is great news for match game shields. And then it has a crazy breach shot where it does this like spread out pattern. All the enemies are dead, but it does this like fanning V attack. So it can do a lot more AoE damage than a normal version of this, which like those already have pretty good AoE damage, but this is like really spread out and really cool. And then obviously you can match it to whatever element type you need. So even if grenade launchers aren't like anti-champion or whatever, for different activities, you can see how this would be useful. It has crazy velocity, really good handling. So it's a solid weapon. But it being a solid weapon is not what I want to focus on. What I want to focus on is the lore. Okay. So I've had a theory for a while now that at the very least Caiatl has a crush on Zavala. And maybe Zavala like kind of gets it and is like kind of into it, but like I definitely think it's more on her side. I would love for that to like actually manifest itself as a couple. And then as soon as the season launched, I had people pinging me about this lore. And it's amazing. Okay, I'm just going to read it. So it's Dead Messenger, a gift for the Empress who has everything. Caiatl and Zavala stood side by side, watching a live feed of the Guardian's assault on the Scion transmission facility as broadcast by Amanda Holliday's circling aircraft. By the way, Caiatl and Amanda Holliday are the same voice actress. So pretty diverse talents there. The Guardian ducked behind cover and pulled out a sleek grenade launcher recovered during their last assault of the base. They fired into a pack of onrushing war beasts, sending shrapnel hurling through the air. The Cabal Empress emitted a low rumble as she admired the weapon. Zavala looked up at the enormous ruler with raised eyebrows. Her gaze was fixed on the firefight, her eyes twinkling with violent ardor. The Vanguard commander shut off the open comms and cleared his throat. Would you like me to send you one of those grenade launchers? I can have Banshee create a Cabal-sized version for you. Caiatl looked down at the awoken leader, suddenly aware that her avarice had been on display. She lowered her tusks, which the commander interpreted as equivalent to a blush. That would be most welcome, Commander, Caiatl replied. I'd like to fire it into Xivu Arath's belly and bathe in her soul fire. Zavala turned back to the screen. You have a passionate spirit, Empress. He did not see it, but beneath her mask, Empress Caiatl smiled. It was terrifying. Oh my god, I love it so much. Okay, so we all know that Zavala like had a wife once upon a time who died. I think she was human. We got a little bit of that history in one of the previous seasons here, but this is kind of a new nudge that there could be something brewing between Caiatl and Zavala. This joins the previous lore that was from the collector's edition of Witch Queen, where Ikora and Zavala are talking about their relationship with Caiatl and the Alliance, and Ikora suggests that they should do a state marriage between Zavala and Caiatl to secure their alliance. And then Zavala says Ikora should marry her. So like that could be a joke. I'm not 100% sure it's a joke, but like I would 100% be on board for a Destiny season that is revolving around a giant state wedding between Zavala and Caiatl. I think that would be amazing. I would be down for like any wedding-based Destiny season. I mean, it sounds goofy, but like Borderlands did a whole DLC about a wedding, and that was good. That was like one of their best DLCs. Obviously, the other main thing would be Saint and Osiris potentially being married, except we have like new questionable things about Osiris, like in the Martian missives that are maybe false and written by Savathun to trick us. She says that the Osiris that came back, or there's a report from Caiatl that says the Osiris that came back is not actually the real Osiris still, and there's another dead Osiris out there, so that raises some questions. Even if that's false, Savathun also is playing two truths and a lie with us, or two truths and two lies, and the most recent thing she said is that Osiris is dead is one of the truths or lies. So we don't, like, again, it's all kind of in the air, but the point is we're not done with the whole like Osiris saga thing. So that very well may not result in the best wedding. So I am all in favor of the Caiatl Zavala marriage. I do think so. My prediction more generally is that we're going to get a, as you can see, I just automatically started chest farming because every time I come here, this is pretty much what I do, because I'm still looking for that freaking scout rifle. I need one more copy, which I have like 50 copies of every other weapon, but I cannot get that freaking scout rifle. But so my prediction, so I've already predicted a Siva season. Oops, I always forget to do this. Where I think there's going to be something with Anna Bray and Rasputin getting an exo body and all of that stuff. So that I think that's going to be a season coming up here. But I also think that we're going to have a Caiatl and Callus based season where we find Leviathan. If you actually play the mission for this weapon, you like the end broadcast is Zavala talking about how they were going to locate the Leviathan and Callus for Caiatl because she wants to wrap up that loose end and see what the hell he's doing. Caiatl, there's a lot of lore, both spoken and in the books, about how she's having like kind of grotesque visions about like a darkness infected version of her father. So I really like, I don't think this is gonna play itself out this season per se, but I think we are heading toward a season in the coming year here where it is going to be focused on Callus and the Leviathan. I don't know if like the Leviathan is going to come back in its entirety. Obviously, I think that would be great. I think Destiny absolutely needs to start bringing stuff out of the content vault rather than only keeping stuff in. Bringing Mars back does not count because it's not the same Mars. It's just a tiny piece of Mars that we use for like one mission and the little enclave. So I'm not satisfied enough with that. I am hoping for at least parts of Leviathan to return, the Castellum and things like that. But we will see if that actually happens or not. And yeah, so that's my prediction. Maybe that could be the same season where Caiatl and Zavala get married. We almost broke the alliance with Caiatl this season when we opened the Witch Queen and we're just attacking her troops, apparently, for some reason. Like, I figured the Cabal we were fighting were, like, bad Cabal and not her Cabal, so no one told us that, and we're all just like, you know, tough, deal with it, when I feel like we would have been a lot more mad at her if she had screwed us over on that front and started attacking our troops, but, you know, we're Guardians, we do what we want. So that alliance, I don't know, it's like not the most stable alliance, but you know, it'd make it stable, a state marriage between our head of the Vanguard. I don't need any more SMGs. This is a crafted one I'm holding right now. This freaking game, man. I really want that scout rifle. There's so many good rolls for it. Whatever, it'll come eventually. But yeah, so I hope they do something with the Caiatl and Zavala love story. We will see if that actually happens or not. I guess I probably shouldn't hold my breath for that, but they really are leaning into it at this point. Like, it is very much clear that they're having fun with this, and maybe something could come of it. I don't really understand how a Cabal-human relationship would work. Like, a state marriage implies it's just for the alliance and not, like, romantic. And yet, this is science fiction. Anything can be a romantic relationship, so, you know, you might as well let them go nuts with it. So I would be all for that. Where's the last thing? Oh, it's over here. We will see if that happens, but I'm really glad they're like, it wasn't just like subtle hinting before. It was like they're legitimately like going down this path to some extent in a few different ways. So we will see if that goes anywhere. But anyway, go do that quest. It's fun. You're supposed to farm it for like a pinnacle every week or something. So yeah, I think you have to like farm the champions, or you can just farm the champion at the beginning, and that's usually good enough. But I might wait until I'm a little higher to start running that solo. I'm barely started on my like pinnacles and stuff this week, and I'm gonna start leveling this SMG now. And this is the last chest in my chest run here. I got a red weapon, so I guess that's something, but I'm like overloaded on red weapons now. So we are, nope, that's nothing. Okay, so there's another unsuccessful chest run. But anyway, thanks for watching my Caiatl and Zavala. People are saying it's fan fiction. It's not fan fiction now, it's actual fiction. So just saying. All right, well, we'll see what comes of this. But anyway, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys soon.